How's it going, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today, bringing you guys some more Pokemon analysis. Today we are looking at a Pokemon called Toxicroak. This Pokemon, in its debut generation, which is Gen 4, the generation that we're going back to with Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, was considered a UU Pokemon. The reason being, just basically it was being outclassed by a lot of the other different fighting Pokemon that were trying to do similar things in this. Like Infernape, you got Hitmontop too, and all sorts of these other Pokemon. But one thing that Toxicroak was really good at and actually played a lot into the OU metagame was rain teams. Hence why I have a Politoed and Pelipper here. These two Pokemon don't have movesets or nothing. I didn't really go into them. But back in the day, weather was permanent, and Toxicroak was able to thrive off of permanent weather. Nowadays, you got 5 turns on your rain unless you are carrying an item called Damp Rock, and that just basically gives you 3 more turns of rain. And Pelipper can also hold the Damp Rock. The reason I think that's a nerf that hurt Toxicroak a lot, because Toxicroak really just was good in rain because of his ability Dry Skin. Toxicroak's base stats actually just say, hey, I'm a glass cannon, right? You look at his HP, he's 83. 106 attack, which is really good. Like I said, that's a glass cannon for sure. 65 on defense. 86 on special attack, which we'll actually touch into with this moveset video just a little bit. 65 on its special defense, and then 85 on its speed. So this thing's really not going to be outspeeding too much. 85 speed. It's in that weird category where you can't really set Trick Room to make this thing work very effectively, but it's going to get outsped by so many different Pokemon, so many different things. So this is a little bit of a tough Pokemon to kind of work with your team and everything, but there's these 3 sets right here I feel like are the best sets that you can use on Toxicroak at the beginning of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, to where you can find the most success with Toxicroak, because I want to see this thing in OU, but this is going to be a little bit uphill battle for this Pokemon for sure. Let's go ahead and look at these movesets. First one that we're looking at is Sword Stance, Low Kick. You can put Cross Chop here too if you wanted to. Sucker Punch and Ice Beam. So basically you got some really good coverage with your fighting. You got dark coverage, which Sucker Punch hits a lot of things in the metagame. Once you get a Sword Stance off, you basically just go with Sucker Punch, and you basically just try and start one-shotting things. And Toxicroak does have the ability to do that. A lot of times, a lot of Pokemon that do not resist that Sucker Punch will fall victim to a +2 Toxicroak. And then the other Pokemon, I was thinking like Snorlax. Snorlax would not love a low kick at all. He wouldn't like a cross chop either, which might be more something that most of y'all probably want to run over low kick. I just wanted to kind of showcase that he does get low kick as well. Ice Punch is there for those dragons. Enough said about that, really. I mean, those dragons are enough right there to run Ice Punch for. But then you also have Landorus. You got some other ground types and everything. That Ice Punch is just one of those nice little attacks that you can carry, and it's going to be really, really useful. You're going to find yourself actually clicking that button quite a bit in certain situations. Next moveset is, like I said, we were going to go over this special moveset on Toxicroak, because 86 on its special attack isn't too bad, especially since it gets the move Nasty Plot. Now, let's go over to the item real quick. The first 2 are Life Orb. So I'm sorry I didn't mention that, but yes, Life Orb will be the items, because you need as much as possible coming back for you. Going back on this physical one too. I'm pretty sure. Now, if this move wants to come back, we can run Drain Punch as well. That would be probably your best one. Drain Punch. Yes. Because that way you get recovery from the rain, and then you also get recovery from Drain Punch, so Life Orb is kind of negated. So yeah, you're in a better spot that way. But anyway, let's go on over to this second moveset now. Nasty Plot. Vacuum Wave, Sludge Bomb, Dark Pulse. So you basically want to set up a Nasty Plot, and then you go straight for these strong Vacuum Waves. You do your best to see how... I mean, you're going to try and hit stat Vacuum Waves against super effective Pokemon, or Pokemon that are very frail. Kind of like the Toxicroak, but don't Vacuum Wave a Toxicroak because it just wouldn't be doing that much damage. But you want to go and Vacuum Wave other glass cannons, such as Weavile, such as Pelipper might be even a decent example. So, I mean, yeah, it's there for just trying to chip away or trying to get the big KO on those little frail sweepers that most teams at least have one Pokemon that's a frail sweeper. Sludge Bomb coverage, you know, it's a stab, poison attack. Hey, yeah, I mean, because you gotta think, Toxicroak has a very unique typing. It's the only one that has poison fighting at the moment, and being able to have fighting and poison stabs actually covers a lot of the metagame, you know, because Sludge Bomb is going to hit super effective on fairy types, grass types, where Vacuum Wave is going to be going up against like those ice types, those normal types, you know, totally different typings that Toxicroak can just definitely just get the one shots on 9 out of 10 times, especially if you can get them set up. Dark Post is on this set just for great coverage, mainly for the Gengars. Yeah. And other ghost types, really, because, I mean, really, you look at this moveset and ghosts just wall the heck out of this Toxicroak unless you have the Dark Post, and Dark Post is there just for coverage and to kind of help you fight those pesky ghost types just a little bit. Let's go on over and look at this final set. This one interests me quite a bit, actually, when looking at this. This is a Leftovers Toxicroak with the dry skin. The Eevee suggests it being a little bit bulky, definitely with the 148 in its HP, but it's very offensive as well. So the idea, try and get your substitute off, and then from there, you go straight for a Focus Punch. And from what I've seen, just as raw Focus Punch actually does about 60-70% to a Skarmory, which is like crazy. Okay, I looked into it just a little bit, you know, for you guys for sure. But yeah, it's quite a bit of damage for just a raw. I mean, you gotta think it's literally a 150 base power attack. Yeah, it better be doing a lot, especially when it's stab. But the reason why Focus Punch is so risky, you don't see it now that much, is because it fails if the user takes damage before it hits. But that's why you have Substitute. Granted, this Pokemon is not that fast, so getting this set off, making it work is going to be very, very difficult. But if you do, it's going to be very rewarding. Hint, hint, maybe a pretty good video, guys. We'll definitely shoot for it anyway and see what happens. Sucker Punch and Ice Punch, basically there for coverage. We kind of went over all those two attacks before. I just wanted to showcase this one just because this one might actually make it to the channel as a, hey, we try to go for Focus Punch Toxicroak. Let's see what happens, you know, and we might actually be able to pull it off. I don't know. But anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy today's video, like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. This is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.